Hi, Leah. Philip O'Connor from the Reuters news agency. I'd just like to ask you, what does this mean to you to be captain of your team, and what does the game mean for girls and women's football in Switzerland?
Hi. Yeah, it's incredible. It's something I think when I started my national team career, I was never picturing. Like, I never thought we are going to be able to host a tournament. And sitting here right now in Basel, just one day before a first game of a European Championship. So it's extremely special for all of us. Women's football is growing worldwide, extremely fast as well in Switzerland. But we do still have a lot of steps to go here, and we want to use that tournament, be positive role models, inspire the nation, and make everything that we hopefully can make sure that we can also be really successful in Switzerland in the future.
Well, football is about diversity. You have different people, you have different players. It's obvious with different functions. Goalkeepers and forwards scoring goals, or play like Leah, like a solid in the middle of the park. But they also have different personalities, which means I do not treat them the same way. So I try to spend a lot of time individual with them, and going from individual to be in pairs. And I think to creating this bubble like we've been doing, I have to say the Swiss national team is phenomenal. I've been in many places. The coolest part is that I mentioned the word Stimme, and it doesn't matter what kind of Stimme you have, what kind of voice you have, but use it. And in the very beginning, I thought they were way too quiet. I've been in US, just to mention one country. But I'm so proud of the way that I embraced the power to be different, like in a society, but also play the roles. And some of them change the roles. I have changed the roles, and they embrace anything, the team, and that we have come up with. So for tomorrow, I think everybody's prepared. It will be a lot of pressure, but and we would like to embrace that pressure. But I'm proud of every single player and coach, and tomorrow we're going to show that.
My name is Sanne from ESPN the Netherlands. Pia, this is a question for you. Obviously, you've coached some really great teams. Now you're coaching a kind of a little bit of a smaller team. First question, why did you choose for Switzerland? And after a while, do you like it to coach a little smaller team than all the big stars from the teams you coached before?
The reason I'm sitting here is because of the game tomorrow. Playing European Championship on home soil is something special. It's so much more than a football game, because everything we've done and the federation have done up to now, using fantastic role models, it's a part of the women's football. And we're not even played the game yet. And that's the reason why I would like to be part of that again. 2013, I was coaching Sweden, and that's one of my best years. No, we didn't win the European Championship, but the journey was just phenomenal. And coaching is, it's still, small country, not been as successful as other countries. However, football is football. We have the same kind of challenging, same kind of things what we need to use, find a playing system, giving feedback, we have video analysis and so on. It's the staff is a little bit smaller, I would say, come from different places, but at the end of the day, it's pretty much the same. The biggest thing is actually, if you do not win, the coaching is a little bit different. You have to support, you have to find a way. If you're winning, like we did against Czech Republic, it's easy. But getting through losses, conceding goals, and so on, that's been fantastic for me, because this is a learning lesson. Now, on tomorrow, I hope we will have another win.
Would you say that you become very good at shutting out the noise, especially from the media and also the fans over the years?
Yeah, I did a long time ago because I don't because I know if I read something, I get it. You get if you get affected and so on. So I don't read it. So I let my assistant coach read everything, and then she tells me so what I was saying because I want to be prepared. But yes, it's the best part of it is there are opinions. And I think sometimes they're right and they're wrong or whatever, but it's good with opinions because every time you all guys write something, bad or good or whatever, it's something for the women's football, specifically in this country, which I sometimes think are not the same advanced like I come from Sweden and even the US and so on. So this is good. It's great to the words. You just have to take a couple of steps back and before you react for certain things.
Yes.
Johan from Swedish TV. Just a follow-up, Pia. Has it affected you in any ways, the negative build-up going into this championship, personally for you?
No, I wouldn't say that because it's about football. It's more about tactics to pick the right players and the strongest team. And you have to remember where you come from as well. And I've only been there for a year and a half. And I think in general, changes are difficult because either you take the chance to make the change or you hesitate a little bit, and it's all great if the players want to be led by me, and sometimes it's not a big yes. But we try to do it together, and the team is so much stronger than any coach or any player. So I think we've done a good job so far. If you compare to the first game against Poland and what's happening right now, I can feel the different kinds of tension and a little bit of a different playing style as well. So I'm proud of the players and about the team.
I would like to come back to the topic of diversity, because I think with all the society problems in the world, also in Europe, every country has to learn the diversity. And this country we are in, and you are a little bit longer than some of us, because I arrived yesterday, you are here coaching the team for some time. Do you think that hosting this Euro in Switzerland can help learn the diversity? Because this country has been diverse for many, many years. And learn the living in the diverse society to the whole Europe or the whole world? And if so, then how?
It's a little bit tricky question because I truly believe that the women's football is important for the society. I throw my back when I started to play football. I wasn't supposed to play football, that story. But step by step, and if you look at what's happening in the European Championship and tomorrow, it's very different, and that's important for the society as well. So I brought up with school, for instance. Back then, I'm that old. We have gymnastic for girls and gymnastic for boys, but I could join the boys. That's just one example. You can imagine all these years. Now, this is about, and this is a tricky question. Why I was saying that is because I could start to talk about politics. I could talk about society. I could like that. This is football. I really would like you to put yourself in the stands and talk about 3-5-2, 4-4-2, and so on, because that's what's going. That's my passion to get going. And now we are lucky because it's diversity. It's women's football, but also it is tactical stuff, physical stuff, and personal things, and role models, and so on.
Philip O'Connor from the Reuters news agency, Pia. Let's talk about that football a little bit. You played against Switzerland twice now in recent months. What changes have you seen Gemma Granger make, and what do you expect them to do tomorrow after the two narrow victories they had over you earlier in the year?
We talk about the space too. We're talking about, you want to cover certain spaces. Either the first one, the second one, or the third one behind the back line. And it's been phenomenal how you put up pictures. Because the key is to be, in our situation, to be compact. That's the answer to everything. Then, of course, who should do this and that, and it's so encouraging to talk about. Leah is one of them, playing in the middle of the park. So, because if it's only about defending. If I would have been player, I was sitting there, okay, you don't think we're going to win, you don't think we're going to score goals, so it's a little bit of psychology as well, and the leadership. But this in the middle of the park, if we can be solid as a rock when it comes to be compact, and maybe the ball is flying over the top or not, but if we can do that, we have a big chance to win tomorrow. But and then we need to score some goals. So it's a little bit of a gamble. How big of a risk, how big of a chance should we take?